Hello.
Hello, hello. It's Friday again.
How are you today?
It's Kim and Cole, Dreamcatcher Radio, our usual 2 to 4 slot. We've been rushing around like usual, getting ready.
Leads
are broken, or headphone jack, so I'm listening out of one here today.
So have literally a technical issue nearly every week.
No, we don't, not every week. Anyway, I hope you're doing well, because it's gone quick again this week, hasn't it?
It seems to go so quickly. Every week we're back. And every week we think, right, we will get organised. And I did actually talk to 2 people about booking in interviews, so I was a little bit better, but still haven't got an interview for you this week, but that's okay.
Well, Kim had a great little meeting during the week with Charity, Motor Neuron Charity, and they're looking forward to coming on and doing an interview. That'd be
amazing.
Interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, really interesting. So yeah, we talked to all walks of life, people from all walks of life, and we love to share those stories on the radio. So if you do have a story that you would love to share, it's all about turning your life around, transformation,
mindset, which is what it's about today. The theme is kind of mindset this week.
It is.
So you can change your thoughts, which means you change how you feel.
Yeah. That's why we're here.
And that's a bit of a kicker, because we've seen that quite a lot this week on TikTok and Instagram. People going, my brain's different. I just can't see the point of living, or what's the point, and all this stuff. And it gets down to the point of actually you do have choices. And that is the beauty about the human race, isn't it? That we have the yin, the yang, the left, the right, the in, the out. There's always the opposite of, if you are feeling miserable, it also means you do have the authority or the right to feel right.
Yeah, and, it's all about your mindset, because that can sound like a bit one of those words that gets around, social media, picture of someone standing on a sunrise and mountain.
On the mountain doing the old yoga pose.
Yeah.
Just think positive.
Yeah. But if you're thinking, well, that's all very well, but I've got the bills, I've got family, I've got stress, I've got loads of grief and health worries and all this other stuff, pressures around you, piles of bills to pay and all sorts. Well, everyone is.
Yeah, so that's it. Remember, every week we try and keep it real, and this is the thing about the mindset. Today, we're not talking about that kind of fake positivity that you see on Instagram. Like Kim said, someone sitting on a mountain and probably sitting on the mountain trying to escape something, and then realising that this is what a lot of people do.
That's for a week.
they actually think they move away from their problems, and most of the time their problems follow them because they're inside their head. So a lot of people are prisoners of their mind rather than being free.
They are.
So that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about pretending life is wonderful, because it isn't, okay? No. And that's the reality of it all. It's not this TikTok, Instagram world. Yeah. So we're not talking about ignoring your pain, your loss, your stress, your sadness, or your struggles. We're talking about something a bit more powerful than that. We're talking about the fact that your brain is not just a recording device. You kind of don't sit there like an old, the old tape deck, whatever, taking a perfect picture of reality, whatever you think your reality is. The brain, this is wonderful neuroscience, is a prediction machine.
And we talk about this every single week. And, with the hope that one day it might kind of make a difference in somebody's life. But we talk about this every week. The brain it works in predictions. So if you're constantly telling it something, it's going to look out for that, and that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, so the brain's constantly asking, what is this? What does it mean? Have I seen this before? Is it safe? Is it dangerous? What should I do next? So every experience you have is encoded in the brain, and it makes the prediction of it. So here's the important bit. The way your brain predicts the world affects how you feel inside, because every human being will see something different based on the prediction model that comes up. So if Kim and I are sitting in a nice restaurant, in a nice garden, we're both seeing 2 different things.
Yeah. But that also shows that thoughts matter. And people, you hear this all the time. What you tell yourself, and that really is true. So so basically what we're saying is that you have the power to change it, and you really do. When you wake up in the morning, how's your day going to be? So I think we should put a song on. And I think a very apt song is by Leela James, one of our favourites.
Life. Well, complicated. Which life is. And that's what we're trying to get across today,
Yeah.
okay? We understand the stresses. We understand the bills. And like Kim said, even the washing sitting in the corner.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that kind of fakery mindset.
I've got about 5 to-do lists.
Yeah, well, and that's it. And that's that life is life in you.
It is.
But let's put on Complicated by Leela James.
Let's do it.
Love ain't gotta be this hard. Why you making it so complicated? Boy, something happens when we get together. You're giving me joy, a feeling that's forever. Baby, you know what to do when we get round each other. It's magnetic. Of my heart, what would you do? What you want, what you need, boy, I got all this love and it won't ever stop. So what we gonna do about it? Say you're gonna be about it. Ooh, what we gonna do? Don't make this complicated. Complicated, no. You know you want it to. You know that I've been waiting. Don't make this complicated. So what you gonna do? What you won't do? You know I really want you, and you want me too. I love you, baby, and I want you. I need you, baby. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I've been waiting so long. So baby, be mine. Say you be mine. I'll give all my love to you. Oh, no. Make me wanna sing about it. Don't you love me?
There's our favourite singer there, or one of them, Leela James. It's Kim and Carl today, Dreamcatcher Radio, and we're talking about mindset if you just joined us.
We are. Now, I wanted to say that you're not always able to choose what happens in life. Things happen in life. But what you can do is learn to choose what you do with that.
Yeah, powerful.
You can learn to interrupt your old patterns, the way that you would naturally have reacted to something, thinking about something. You can learn to ask better questions. You can guide your mind instead of being dragged around the park like a Labrador. But it's simple. Today, what we're saying is that to change the prediction, change your feeling, your thoughts, your state. Change your state, that changes your choices. Change your choices, that changes your life. I'm making it sound really simple.
Well, it is simple, and that's the thing. When you set up this prediction model in the brain, it becomes a new way of habit. So your thoughts become your actions, become your results. We say that every week.
Yeah.
Thoughts become your actions, become your results. So you have to begin to become conscious of your unconscious. Is the unconscious driving a pattern or belief from a prediction model? Yes, it is, because most of you guys wake up every day, get out of the same side of the bed, okay, go and clean your teeth with the same toothbrush, hopefully you've not had for the last 5 years. Go downstairs, you may have your own favourite mug or cup that you put your first cup of coffee or tea in before you even speak to anybody. That is your brain working in the prediction model. You see how this is working?
Yeah.
Then you go to work. You may drive the same car you've had for the last 2 years, you drive the same road you've driven, and you get to work and you go, oh, that was quick, I don't realise how quick that went. Yeah. Because the brain, you're driving your car unconsciously. If you consciously thought about driving your car, there's so many things to be thinking about. Oh, am I in first? Where's the clutch? Where's the indicator? You consciously wouldn't be able to do that. So it becomes an automatic pattern. It's part of the prediction model.
Yep, and that's how the brain works.
And so you can start to see how your day goes now. You get to lunch and maybe you take the same cheese and onion sandwiches you've been taking for the last 4 years and sit in the same seat in the canteen or the office. Then you come home. You probably have the same food on a Thursday you had last Thursday. Or a great prediction model here. How many guys have Fish Chip Friday?
Probably loads.
You know, you only have fish and chips on a Friday. That is a wonderful hypnosis prediction model. And then you get home, you might watch Corrie EastEnders, put the kids to bed, sit and scroll your thumb through TikTok, Instagram and all that stuff, go to bed, and guess what you do the next day? You do the same prediction model.
But you don't have fish and chips because it's not Friday.
No, Saturday is a curry night. But you can see where we're going here, can't you? And when you become aware of this, you begin to become conscious of the unconscious, which means you can change how you feel if it doesn't benefit you. If having fish and chips on a Friday benefits you, cool, keep it. We're not saying don't do those things, but we're saying begin to look out for this stuff because it's very simple when you begin to see it.
It is.
And that's what people say when they always come to the retreat. I am conscious now that I'm actually doing that pattern of behaviour.
But do you know what people always say before they come or when they get here?
Oh, you won't change because this is how I am.
And my brain's different to everybody else's. And I don't think it's going to work for my brain. And can this work for my brain? Because I have some letters, alphabet or other, ADHD or I'm autistic or whatever. And Carl says, well, I'm autistic. And then they go, oh, okay. So not saying these things don't exist. What we're saying is that you can change it. You can work with that. So I'm going to start with an example here. So imagine you're walking down the road and someone just walked past you and you wave at them, but then they don't wave back.
Or what did you do then?
Well, exactly. Well, that depends on what the brain predicts, okay? So one brain, like somebody, might go, oh, they didn't see me. Whereas another person might go, oh, my gosh, they're rude.
Yeah, that bitch.
Someone
I'm not talking
might
to her
go,
anymore.
oh, my gosh, they don't like me. Someone will go, oh, my God, I've done something wrong. Or someone might say, well, they look tired. I hope they're okay. Now, that was the same thing.
Absolutely, the same thing, guys.
It was the same event, but different predictions, different feelings. And if your brain thinks, oh my gosh, I'm being rejected, you're going to feel really hurt, aren't you? If you're feeling that your brain thinks that you're threatened, you're going to then feel anxious. If you think that they're not respecting you, you're going to get angry.
Yeah, and this is where the mindset begins. Mindset is not just a nice thought. Mindset is the pattern your brain uses to interpret the life that you're seeing through your lens. And
it's
your
not
lens
up the mountain doing a yoga pose, as we say. Although that is very nice, but, you know, we can't be doing that 24/7.
Yeah, so your brain takes information from the outside world, which is your senses, isn't it? Your sight, touch, smell. You know what they are from the body, the information from the memory. We often say that your thoughts are the language of the brain, your feelings are the language of the body. That's a great way to look at that.
It is.
But what it does, it predicts what matters. It predicts what you should feel and what you should do with that feeling.
Yeah, it does.
So when people say, I can't help how I feel, we understand why they say that. Feelings can arrive very quickly, but sometimes they kind of hit you without even having that awareness. Again, it's the unconscious pattern. It's the prediction model. So I think we should play a little song there, because I think we gave them so much information.
We forget, and we get really, like, we carry on talking.
But talking about that, if you have a request or you have any questions, Kim, get over to your email request thing.
Yep, Kim and Carl at dreamcatcherradio.co.uk. It's a long one, so it's KIMANDCARL at dreamcatcherradio.co.uk. And we would love for you to send your requests in, and we will endeavour to play them. We will. So let's put a song. I'm going to put Don't Look Any Further by Dennis Edwards. Good old classic from the 80s. Or 90s, 80s. Well, that's such a nice song, but it is 8 minutes.
Yeah, we just realised that. We're sort of sitting there kind of
long.
just bobbing our head and we're going, oh, okay, it's already been on for 5 minutes.
Be the whole show, one song. So we decided to cut that one. But first of all, thank you to all of you who tune in for our radio show. You just don't know how much that means to us. You know, we really appreciate that you listen in. And
it's the questions we get back afterwards, and
that little
sentence you said was enough for me to change how I felt that day, which is quite nice.
Yeah, little comments that people send us and things. It's really lovely, and you know, it's obviously when you're on the radio, you don't know who's watching you, listening to you. No one's watching you because you can't see us. But
yeah, we both got a face for radio.
Yeah, definitely. Every week we say we're going to try and get onto TikTok, but I mean, this week we had an issue with another lead, so that didn't happen. But we do try and go on TikTok if we can. And maybe one week it will work. But until then, we can't.
It's not our day job, as they say.
It's definitely not our day job. This is something we do every Friday.
We just do this for passion because it's something different. And
it gets us a chance to talk to people about what we do. And
well, we're coming up for a year almost on Dreamcatcher Radio. We was the first presenters, weren't we? Next week. Next
Friday, I think, is a year. And that's amazing. There's some amazing presenters.
Yeah, we started the very first day. I think it was about the third presenters in the afternoon, weren't we? Second.
Yeah, I think we were second.
God, pressure and stress and the equipment we had back then.
I know.
We had one microphone shared between us. Some headphones from the 80s.
Well, you know, and we've had to try different things, I can tell you now, because everything's complicated in this situation. Even though we try not to make it complicated, but
it's good though because we use it for the guests that come to the retreat when we do the hypnosis session. Yeah. So it's all good.
So it all works out really well. But what we wanted to do quickly before we go on any further is just have a quick talk about some of the other presenters on the radio station, because there are some amazing presenters, as we say. The fab thing about the radio station is it's about empowering expression and enriching society. Freedom of speech.
Yeah, that's a big thing for Bradders and Steve, yep.
Who set this radio station up, and we feel very honoured to be part of it, don't we?
Yeah. And there's been loads of new presenters, I think, come on.
There are some new presenters. Some we know, some we don't. Just to pick out a few, there's some great shows on here. And
there's always Ray after us, normally.
Always Ray after us, yeah, who's got an amazing sense of humour and a great show. Before us is usually Andrea, and she
talks about writing.
Yep. She's fab as well. She interviewed us, didn't she? So there's loads of different people on. There's Bradders comes on. He talks about justice. There's Lisa.
So I'm just looking at some names here.
Lisa, who's one of our Manse Method practitioners.
Yeah,
she's
the Golden
on here.
Years with Alan Todd.
Yeah, there's Alan. There's Lynn.
Yosy's, is it Yosa's? Or Yosa's Saturday show with Dave Hughes. I don't think I recognise that name.
Dave Hughes, I do. Yeah. Dave's been around for a while doing this. Steve Little is obviously the station manager.
Bit of jazz.
We're not doing this very well, are we? But anyway, you get the message.
You can go to dreamcatcherradio.co.uk
where you're listening to us, probably.
Yep, and then you can just look at the schedule to see what you fancy listening to.
Yeah, and it tells you what's happening each week. We are replayed a couple of times during the week. Sometimes once, sometimes more. We're grateful for that. This week, the last few weeks it's been Mondays and Thursdays 2 till 4, and then we're live on a Friday 2 till 4. And obviously with more and more presenters coming on, that's probably going to be less. But, like I say, we are absolutely, happy that
we're passionate. We still have our same slot 2 to 4 on a Friday.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing.
Yeah.
And more interviews coming up.
And we've got quite a few female presenters, which I like as well. So we've got Lisa, we've got Kerry, we've got Lynn, we've got Andrea, and I think there might be more. I think there was another lady that just looking for her. I know she finished, but she might be coming back. So it's great. It's such a great radio station. Everybody's lovely, and everyone's got different shows, and the music is so diverse as well. So just.
Yeah, from musicals to jazz, really, isn't it? It's kind of cool.
It is. And I think we've even got a classical music show coming on as well, which I'm really happy about. I loved that.
I took Kim for her birthday
last week.
No, the week 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
we went to Nottingham and we listened to Vivaldi's Four Seasons with candlelights. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
I think we should play this song here, seeing as we're talking about that.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It's a good one.
Kim's doing her DJing with some strange music.
No, I'm going to put this on.
Yeah, I'm not loving that song.
That's Unfinished Symphony. We
were
talking
glad it
about
didn't finish
symphonies.
Yeah.
Massive Attack.
Didn't go with what we were just talking about.
It's an old classic. It did. It was a massive. It was the symphony.
Because it had the word symphony in it.
It's unfinished.
Yeah, glad.
Anyway, we're talking about
mindset,
predictions, the brain,
choices,
the brain for a change.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Carrying on from what we said earlier, once we become aware of that feeling, we begin to work with the thoughts. Remember, thoughts are the language of the brain, feelings the language of the body, the meaning, the prediction behind what it is. Once you get to that point, this is where the magic can happen, because this is where the choice begins.
Yeah.
Not always the choice to feel happy instantly, okay? Because life doesn't do that. As we always say, life is life in you. But the choice just to pause.
Yeah.
The choice to question. The choice to kind of redirect. The choice to say, is this the only way to see this? You know, begin to look at things from a different perspective, because that's what it comes down to as well. Two people, as Kim always says, can see a car crash. One person will just go, car crashes happen all the time. The other person will refuse to get into a car. Again, the choice is there another way to look at this? In other words, what's your prediction? What's your perception of that event?
Yeah,
And sometimes that question, it's just a tiny little question, is this the only way to see this?
Yeah.
Is enough to change everything.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's this, and it is. It's just having that pause and saying, okay, why am I doing this? Well, not even why. Is I've just done that. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm going to change it. Or I've just felt that, or I've just thought this, because it's your thoughts. But that's based on prediction. It's based on your old patterns. So, like I said, the walking down the street, someone doesn't see you when you wave. It could be because they haven't got their glasses on, which is me, by the way, quite often. And, you know, people you will say to me, oh, I saw you. And I go, did you? And I genuinely didn't see them. So, you know, and it's not because I didn't want to say hello to them, because I would have been happy to. So it's just changing that perception, whereas that person probably got themselves all spiralled, not over me, over whoever, that you know, whoever they waved at didn't say hello back.
Yeah, how many people kind of send a text message or WhatsApp message and the reply doesn't come back straight away? And then they go, I don't think they care. Or maybe when someone kind of gives you feedback and your brain kind of goes, oh, I'm a failure again.
Yeah.
Or the classic one we often hear is maybe you woke up tired and your brain decides, I can't cope today.
Yeah.
So it creates...
Or you tricked as you got out, or you didn't wake up with your alarm.
It creates that fear-based reality just on a thought that you say that your day is going to be bad, but really it's only that moment in time.
Yeah, and you can change that.
Yeah. Or maybe you look in the mirror. That's a classic. And go, I don't look good, or I don't love myself, I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
Now imagine changing the meaning.
They haven't replied yet, but...
Instead of they don't care...
Yeah, it's not because they don't care.
Yeah, they just haven't replied yet.
Yeah.
That's it. But this is the issue, and we see this a lot when we have relationship issues that come to the retreat. You know, the partner may send a text message, and they might miss out a couple of X's at the end to say that they love you, and because you forgot to send the X, in their head they create this internal misery and choices. Oh, they've not sent a love you X afterwards. When
it could be that they've got another phone call coming through from their boss, and they're in the middle of sending the message to you, but they want to send it to you because you're more important than the boss, but they want to send it to you before they answer the phone, so they quickly send it and they haven't put a kiss. It means that they're prioritising you. So it is how you.
But where did you learn to feel that?
Yeah, exactly.
You see, that's the brain's prediction model. Yeah. That wasn't the first time that happened. It happened before, maybe in a previous relationship, or maybe your mum and dad when you was a little school kid said something, and it's where you first felt it. See. The unconscious is running the show. In other words, your brain. And
I have to say, this is. I mentioned this last week that I'm reading Carl's book. I've progressed to number 11, chapter 11. You'll be pleased to hear. I am such a slow reader, so I'm trying my hardest to get through this book, and I'm reading it at night when my eyes just want to close. So, and he talks about all of this and calls it out so that you can almost identify with it. Because often we don't know. We think that this is, like Carl said at the beginning, oh, this is just me. This is who I am. My brain's different to everybody else's. Well, it's not, unfortunately. It isn't. Everybody's brain works in the way.
That's what it is. The brain, and this is the beauty, the brain loves a pattern. It has to.
Well, that's how it works.
Yeah, you give it some old miserable prediction every day, and it will get very good at producing the same old miserable feelings.
Yeah.
But the good news is it can learn a new pattern. And this is what we teach people at the retreat. We teach people to update their brain's prediction model.
Yeah. You're not lying to yourself. This is just how the brain works.
Yeah.
And you're not broken. This is another thing we're always talking about.
That's one for us.
You're definitely not broken at all. So, sorry, Carl's just taken over.
I'm going to choose a song because I added
a
couple of songs yesterday while Kim was in bed. I'm laying in bed and I'm thinking I quite like this song, so I'm going to add it, but I can't find it.
There it is there.
She's Trouble.
Oh, okay. Let's put that on then.
She's not sending the X's.
Mary Franklin.
Easy trouble, burning bright, running wild in the neon light. She easy trouble. Can't you see? He's a midnight mystery. You walked in smiling like you knew my name, like the night was just a game. Every move like a flashing sign, saying, boy, you're crossing the line. You keep talking like you've seen it all, but you're standing way too close to fall. Every word that you throw my way just pulls me deeper into play. You say danger, but you stay like the fire won't burn your way. Easy trouble, oh, burning bright, running wild in the neon light. She's an easy trouble, can't you see? Ooh, he's a midnight mystery. Every warning starts to disappear when the rhythm's in your ear. Oh, you can try, but you won't escape. Oh, when the beat begins to take, you say danger, but you stay like the fire won't burn your way. Easy trouble, burning bright, running wild in the neon light. She's an easy trouble. Can't you see? He's a midnight mystery. Easy trouble, burning bright, running wild in the neon light. She's an easy trouble, can't you see? He's a midnight mystery. Burning bright, running wild in the neon light. She's an easy.
That's Mary Franklin, She's Trouble. I think that's a great song.
Yeah.
I did that last night.
Well, there you go.
There you go. I did a few more last night, which I think we'll be listening through.
Yeah,
so
we
stick
will be.
around, as they say. So it's Kim and Carl, Dreamcatcher Radio, 2 to 4 on a Friday. We're talking about mindset today and choices and transformation, all the kind of good stuff we kind of like talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So you do have more choices than you think.
You certainly do.
What's this, a tic-tac-attack?
I'm answering you.
Oh. Kim's normally on her phone, you see, that's why.
I'm not on my phone. I was looking at the songs.
Anyway, back to the choices, because when we say people have choices, we have to kind of be careful here, okay? Because I'm not saying people choose trauma, people choose grief, okay? We're not saying people choose all that. That would be cruel and it would be totally wrong.
Yeah.
But what we are saying that within that kind of human brain, the mind, there is often that kind of space. It might even be small, tiny space, but we can choose our next thought, our next focus, our next action or meaning. And that is different because that means I feel sad, but my whole life is sad. Okay, there's a difference between that.
Yeah.
It's a big difference between I feel sad and my whole life is sad.
It's like saying there's a big difference between saying this is hard and I can't do this. Also, I made a mistake. Or I am a mistake.
Yeah, imagine that. I am. I am is such a good negative word because
I'm good.
Yeah, that's me. See, I made a mistake, but do I care? I don't give a shit. Do I? You know what I'm like. You've listened to me enough times. I don't care because I'm human.
Well, it is a negative. It's very, but it's
I am I own
damaging.
It. I am depressed. I am anxious. I am this. My asthma,
my illness, my whatever it is.
My life is bad.
You're taking it on, and this is where we're talking about. So it's just those little tweaks.
Yeah,
in your
imagine
wording.
saying to yourself every day you wake up and you go, "My life is bad," and yet you are. If you live in the UK or America or any side of the western side of the world, you are in the top 1%. Mm-hmm. You have somewhere to hopefully live.
Yeah.
You go and switch a switch and you suddenly get electricity. You turn a tap.
You got water.
You got fresh water. You got endless amounts of shops around you. Do you see what I mean? But people wake up and they say, "My life is bad," and the difference might look really small on paper, but to the brain, that is enormous.
Yeah, it's huge.
Because negative thinking puts you in the stress state. Okay, adrenaline, noradrenaline, cortisol. That then leads to disease in the body. Inflammation, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, all these things, and even research could say that it leads to things like cancer, because that stress hormone is not designed to be there 24/7. But it will stay there if you keep playing negative thoughts, negative emotions, negative feelings, because if you wake up and go, "My life is bad," and not actually being grateful for what you have.
Well, it's like you always say, would you speak to a child like that? Would you speak to your children like that?
Or you speak to yourself.
Or your friends? Would you, like, you know, I often say to my children when they say, "Oh, you know, this is happening," or whatever, and I say to them, if this was me in this situation and I was telling you about this, what would you say? And then they go, "Oh, yeah, that's true, actually."
Yeah.
So you've got to just flip the switch and change it. And don't get me wrong, we all have moments, but it's acknowledging it and noticing it and saying, I did that.
Yeah, because your brain listens to the language that you use. Your words are the instructions. If you keep telling yourself, "I can't cope," your brain will start to scan for evidence that you can't cope. So it will try and find all the proofs and references, all the emotions and the feelings you've had in the past, and go, "By the way, I've got loads of those you can't cope." So that's it.
It is. I think we should put a song on. I'm going to put this one on here. "Give Me Something Real," Funky Fever. This is one that Carl added last night, but I happened to find it and added it myself, not knowing that he'd already added it. So it's on there twice. So here we go.
You feel that? All right, let's go. You feel that?
You feel that?
All right, let's go.
They say I move too reckless when I'm wrapped up in your vibe, like I'm crossing every line. But when you pull me closer, something hits I can't deny, like our rhythms locked in time. Yeah, it feels alive. Whispers in the background calling out your name. I don't pay attention, I don't play their games. If you're gonna stay, then don't hesitate. Give me something real to hold on to.
No illusions.
Just the truth. If you're riding, ride it all the way. Don't fade away. Give me something strong I can believe in.
Late nights turning into meaning.
If you want this, don't delay. Don't fade away. me something real to hold on to. No, no illusions, just the truth. If you're riding, ride it all the way. Don't fade away. Oh, give me something strong I can believe in. Woo! Late nights turning into meaning. If you want this, don't delay. Don't fade away.
Hold me closer. Don't let go. Let it build. Just take it slow.
I don't need perfection.
Just a real connection.
If we got it, let it show. Let it show.
So what we doing now?
Are we all in?
No turning back from here.
No pretending.
Then give it truth. No disguise.
Look me in the eye.
We keep it real tonight.
Give me something real. Hold on to. No illusion. Just the truth. If you ride it all the way. Fade away. Give me something strong I can believe in. Two hearts moving to the rhythm. If you want this, don't delay. Fade away. Stay with me through the midnight, through the shadows, through the light. If it's real, we let it grow. Never let it go. Give me
This is giving me an Atlantic Star 5 stars.
I love it. Funky
vibes.
fever. Give
Yeah.
me something.
It's giving me
Nice.
those kind of vibes.
So, just before that song, we were talking about if you tell yourself I can't cope. Well, what if you tell yourself I'm learning how to cope?
Ooh,
Your
turn it
brain,
round.
your brain starts looking for ways to support that. You see, you're the same person, the same life. It's just a different instruction. And this is why mindset is not about pretending. It's about directing, and it's saying to the brain, thank you for protecting me, because that's what the brain ultimately does. It's there for your survival, okay? But we're not going to go down the old road today. We're not going to go down that old path.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things we do at the retreat. The last day of the retreat, we do hypnosis, and we actually use a pathway kind of metaphor.
Yeah.
And we get people to walk down the old path doing that old behaviour in their mind, because the
Yeah.
brain doesn't know the difference between what's made up and what's real, to the point they walk down that path and it's kind of miserable, it's depressing, it's heavy, it's dark, to the point they realise if I carried on living my life this way, it's actually going to get worse.
And I love hearing what people say afterwards. That,
Yeah, because then we come back to the crossroad and
Yeah.
walk down the right path, making the right choices, the right direction.
Yeah.
See, it's hypnotic language.
Yeah.
And the brain loves this kind of metaphoric
It does,
stuff.
and they say, they actually say things like, some people said they see the road crumble away before them, so they can't walk that way if they want to, or there's massive boulders in the way, or there's breeze blocks, or a wall, or it's mad that the things that people come out with, which I love. I absolutely love it, because it just shows that that's them changing it, making those changes.
And this is the honest part. It's like the brain can be really traumatic, can't it?
Yeah.
It don't kind of go, well, this is a bit mildly inconvenient today.
No, it goes straight to, this is disaster. Oh my gosh, we're ruined. Cancel everything. Let's get all the beer and eat biscuits.
There's nothing wrong with biscuits, because a good custard cream and chocolate bourbon
But we're not judging anyone.
has saved my life many a times. But
Weetabix, that was our thing, wasn't it? So anyway, we don't want to lead your mind down that way. What we're trying to do is bring it back to, you can change it. You can change how it feels. Like I say, your brain thinks in predictions. It's learned behaviour. It's how it thinks before. That's why it goes to, oh my gosh, everything's ruined, let's eat biscuits. Because it goes into like that panic.
yeah, which is often fight or flight. And
It is.
sometimes it's easier to go for the custard creams and whatnot, because that's all you can handle at the time. Like, if you're a regular listener, you know that my son passed away 2 years ago, and Kim and I literally lived on Weetabix, because we couldn't really be asked to cook a main dinner,
No.
because we didn't have the energy.
Oh, no energy, no. what I would have done for someone to just come and clean the house during that time. Everyone said, "Oh, can I text messages and calls? Let me know if I can do anything." Well, I can tell you now, if you ever know that anybody goes through that situation, that I wish you not to, then just go and do it. Please don't offer, because they're not going to ask.
We're definitely not going to ask, because it's an effort just to get to even go and brush your teeth
and think. What is it I need, and do I need to ask somebody? The only thing I do remember doing distinctly is thinking, because my son, and I rang my son and said, you need to come and help with my dad, and that was it. But you can, you need to just go and help people. That's all I'm saying.
They really appreciate it. And we know from the retreat that we've had a lot of people here regarding grief, where they lose somebody and they go, what's the point of living? Mm. And that's a kicker.
Yeah.
And in that moment, it does feel like, because that's what I did when I lost James, is what's the point? Because this is the person you brought, child loss to me. I've lost my dad, lost my mum, lost my nan and gran, all those, and friends and family. But for me, child loss is the ultimate grief. It's almost like, where do you go from here?
Mm. It's just not meant to happen, is it?
Not from the perspective of life, but then there's no guarantee in life, is there?
No.
The only guarantee is that one day we will die. So you should honour these people that have passed away and live your life to keep saying their name. Because the thing with grief is most people forget who they are 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, well, I thought you meant the person who's grieving. No, you mean other people.
You keep your
after the funeral. That's it. You don't hear from anyone.
I will quite often say, I've already lived the worst day of my life. Losing your kid is the worst day of your life. So if you've already lived it, every day now above ground's a good day. In other words, you have a purpose to be here, to live your life in their honour. Keep breathing and saying their name.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the reasons that Kim and I, we created the Manse Method. It gave me a purpose to do something, to leave a legacy that when I'm not here, I won't be in the graveyard with my name scattered on something without actually leaving some kind of legacy.
No. I'd been badgering him for ages and he wouldn't do it. He said, no, we can't do that. I don't know how that would work, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, don't worry about it, we do it. And then he agreed. He said, you're right, let's do it.
Then I've been writing loads of books.
Written a brilliant book, and you've just written another one about
veterans. Let's
come back to that. Let's put a song on, and then let's talk about that book, because I think that's really interesting. I think there'll be a lot of people interested in that one.
What are we going to put on? A bit of Whitney.
Didn't know my own strength. Thought it was quite apt.
Lost touch with my soul. I had nowhere to turn, I had nowhere to go. Lost sight of my dream, thought it would be the end of me. I thought I'd never make it through. I had no hope to hold on to. I thought I would break. I didn't know my own strength, and I crashed down and I tumbled, but I did not crumble. I got through all the pain. I didn't know my own strength, survived my darkest hour. My faith kept me alive. I picked myself back up, hold my head up high. I was not built to break. I didn't know my own strength. Oh. Found hope in my heart. I found the light to light my way out of the dark. Found all that I need here inside of me. Oh, I thought I'd never find my way. All the kept me alive. I picked myself back up, hold my head up high. I was not built to break. I didn't know my own strength. There were so many times I wondered how I get through the night. I thought I took all that I could take. I didn't know my own strength, and I crashed down and I tumbled, but I did not crumble. I got through all the pain. Oh, I didn't know my own strength. My faith kept me alive. I picked myself back up. I hold my head up high. I was not built to break. I didn't know my own strength. I was not built to break.
It's my favourite song. Whenever someone asks me what's your favourite song, I always say Didn't Know My Own Strength. Powerful lyrics.
Oh, I know. Well, I just love Whitney anyway. It's just amazing.
So it's Kim and Cole, 2 to 4 as usual, Dreamcatcher Radio. We're talking about mindset, positivity as usual, but we just mentioned that some of the books that I've written to leave my legacy, I suppose, or is that the right word? I don't know.
So one that Carl's just written recently, which he hasn't really said much about, he's just released it, is When the War Doesn't End. So it's all about, it's a book for veterans, their families, practitioners as well, or anyone who wants to understand why the war memories and trauma responses are there and they carry on after they come home, because this is what happens, you hear about, and this is the thing, when we say trauma, people automatically think PTSD and think the war, generally. So it's about that, isn't it, Carl?
Yeah, well, the book explores why talking and time do not always change the charge attached to those memories, and why the brain can continue to respond as though the past is still present. So it's kind of written with honesty and compassion, because it's a personal connection to me, the Armed Forces community. We're also signatories of the Veterans Covenant, which means a hell of a lot to me. Mm-hmm. The book kind of offers a clear way to understand trauma responses as patterns that may be changed. It speaks directly about the memories, the anger, the alertness, the guilt, the grief, sleep disturbances, and how the families are also affected by this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the past, may remain part of your story, but it doesn't have to keep taking over your present. And what I mean by that is to stop having the flashbacks, the nightmares, the insomnia, the rage. You still know what happened. It just won't be part of your present life. So the book's there.
Being in hypervigilance.
The book's in 2 forms, but at the moment it's digital. So you can go to our website, www.themanse Group, that's MANSE, and you can purchase it. And you can download it for your iPad or your phone or your laptop, whatever. And, the book means a lot to me.
And, seeing as you said that, there is also the link to the intro to the book that I've been talking about, Still You, Just Free.
Yeah, what a lovely title that is.
I love it. And that is there as well. It's just the intro. It's just a few pages to get you, give you a little sneaky peek of what he's written. But at the end, you can add your email and whether you're interested in either a digital or a paperback, and we'll let you know when it's been released, and then you can order it. You can tick that you want to pre-order it. Well, that's part of it. But also, it gives us an opportunity to see how many people would like the paperback so that we can do a good deal with the printers.
Yeah, business is business. But the thing is, the book is going to be quite a long read because it's well over 400 pages. I mean,
it's really long.
You think an average book is about 230 pages. Well, this is over 400. So,
but it's so good. I like I say, it kind of goes over things in the same way, but in different ways, but helps you to see it in different ways.
Yeah, to make sure that you get the information, because remember, brain works in prediction. So we kind of hit you from all different directions and avenues, really.
Yeah, yeah. I want to play the radio jingle because we haven't played it today. So let's have a little play. We shouldn't really announce it, but I can't help it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. attention, strap in. You're about to listen to the hottest sounds.
Dream Catcher Radio.
Love it.
So I think you should put that song on that you've been playing for the last couple of weeks, because you've got great lyrics to that, hasn't it?
Oh, the
crown one, is it? I'll wear my crown or something like that?
Yeah. Hang on, I've got it here. Let me just find it.
Anyway, we're Kim and Carl, 2 to 4, Dreamcatcher Radio, every Friday live. We're talking about mindset, transformation and bits and pieces. So Kim's found it. It's China Styles. That is the name of the singer.
Very good song.
Don't tilt your crown. So here it is. Listen to the lyrics.
Amazing lyrics.
Don't tilt your crown, sis. Not for pressure, not for pain, not for people who couldn't handle your shine in the first place. You're too golden to dim, too chosen to fold. Let's go. She been through storms, but she never broke. Carried whole mountains while they laughed and joked. They said she was too much, but never enough. Now she walked past them quiet, pretty and tough. Her story ain't pity, it's power wrapped in pearls. A woman with wounds that rebuilt whole worlds. You can't shame what's already healed. She the truth, no mask, no shield. You better fix your lips before you speak. She don't entertain the weak. Let them throw shade, let them talk loud. She stay lifted, never bowed. Don't tilt your crown, queen walk tall. They praying on your fall, but you never crawl. You rise with grace, you slay with class. You the present, future, and every past. Don't tilt your crown, even on hard days. You're built for this, let them throw the shade. Still gon' shine, still gon' rain. Every loss turned into gain. She cut off silence, wrapped in fake love. Learn peace hits different when you rise above. They couldn't walk a mile in them heels she wore, but still, man, she don't answer no more. She's the prayer her grandma whispered late, the legacy they swore she'd never create. And now they stare, now they watch, wishing they never threw that rock. To the woman doubting herself in the mirror, don't. You've walked through fire without smoke on your name. You've held kingdoms in your silence, so fix that crown. And don't you dare tilt it, not for nobody. Don't tilt your crown, queen walk tall. They praying on your fall, but you never crawl. You rise with grace, you slay with class. You the present, future, and every past.
Absolutely brilliant.
Cool, I love that song.
Yeah, love the words. Love the words.
China Style, don't tilt your crown.
Yeah. Right, I've got a little exercise for you. We've been talking about predicting and thinking and anxious and all of these things. Okay, so what I'd like you to do, if you're listening in, if you want to, think to yourself, what am I predicting right now? Are you predicting failure, rejection? Are you thinking that people are judging you? Are you thinking about conflict, embarrassment? Okay. Then I want you to think, is this a prediction or is it actually fact? Is it real? Because remember, the brain often treats prediction as facts when actually it's not. So telling yourself the meeting is going to go badly, is that a fact? No, it's a prediction.
Yeah, and these are all just kind of examples, aren't they? Like, they won't like me.
Yeah.
Again, it's a prediction. I'll never get through this.
Yeah.
Prediction. And I can give that to that thing about my son passing away, okay? I have proof and references from my past, like my mum passed away 26 years ago. I'd never get through this, but guess what?
You did.
It did, okay?
And you do.
Another classic, you start approaching these ages, I'm too old to change.
Rubbish.
Rubbish, because we see people in their 90s going to suddenly go, I haven't got long to live now, so actually I'm going to go and walk up Mount Snowdon.
Or become a weightlifter or
exactly.
whatever.
Yeah, that's not... And listen, they're not too old. It's because they changed their mindset. They realised that it was a prediction.
Yeah.
So these are the kind of people that get things done because they might go in their head, okay, I haven't got long now, I'm 90, so I'm going to go and fulfil my bucket list. Other people go, I can't be asked, I can't be bothered, I can't wait to die.
Yeah.
Well, that is your guarantee in life. So what are you waiting for?
Well, and this is what I was saying. So I've asked you those two things. Now the next thing is ask yourself, what's a kinder and a more useful prediction? So it's not, it's not nonsense. It's something that you can believe. Like, instead of this is going to go wrong, you can think to yourself, I can handle this, but one step at a time. Remember this, what we always say, baby steps. And instead of thinking that people might judge you, right, you can think, I don't need everybody's approval, because you really don't.
Yeah. How many people live their life based on what their friends say to them?
Yep.
A lot of people, because they can't handle the fact that I might be alone. If
I might be different.
But what do you want? Do you want friends that judge you and put you down? What's the purpose in that?
I'd rather have nobody in my life.
You do you.
Exactly. And also, if you are going to think to yourself, oh, I'm going to mess this up, I always mess things up, I'm not very good at things.
Well, so does other people.
Yeah. But what you can do is think to yourself, like that song, I've got through difficult times and I've done it before, so why can't I do it now?
Yeah. You see where we're going with this, listeners? We are saying
we're giving you some examples
of
to start changing.
Become conscious of your unconscious.
Yeah.
Is your brain tricking you into creating a false base fear reality? Remember what fear is? False evidence appearing real.
And then I've got one more because this actually happened to me the other day. I feel sad, and therefore my whole life and my day is ruined. Okay, I wasn't that dramatic, but I woke up the other day and just hadn't slept very well, had a lot on my mind, and I woke up and I was reading Carl's book from about 2 a.m. till about 6 because I was trying to get through it. But then I woke up really tired because then I fell asleep for about an hour and then got up really tired, and I was exercising. I was thinking, oh my gosh, I just feel awful today. I just feel like the whole day is ruined. I can't see getting through. I've got so many things to do. But then I just thought, okay, I felt sad, but I can change that. I know I can change that. Made myself get on my spin cycle, which of course started to release the oxytocin and all the happy chemicals. So I started feeling a bit better. I started feeling more positive. My brain started to put things in order. I think in like little lists. And then by the time I got off the bike and did some weights and everything, jumped in the shower, I'd forgotten that I'd woken up feeling that way because I flipped it. Now I could have stayed in bed and thought, I'm not getting up because I'm so tired. I've been up all night. I'm not doing this. This is my day's ruined. It's awful. I could have then got up and thought, I'm not even going to get dressed. I'm not going to have a shower. I could have gone downstairs, made myself a cup of tea and just sat there and felt sorry for myself. Did you see where I'm going?
It's kind of repeat and rinse. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to stay in bed, okay, because that's that life live in you. But it's no good when you become to create a reality from it that this becomes your pattern. Yes,
so that if every time something goes wrong, you've got to spend the day in bed. I mean, that's really going to throw your lists out.
Yeah. So while we put on the next song, I want you to have a little think about this. What prediction has your brain been making about life lately? Has it been predicting struggle? Has it been predicting loneliness? What else can we think of? Failure. Has it been predicting that nothing will change? That's a classic. Nothing changes. Nothing good happens in my life. And then ask yourself gently, what what would I like my brain to begin to predict instead?
Yeah, and it's not about doing this like literally overnight. It's not the whole world's not going to change to be perfect overnight. Well, if it might, and if it does, brilliant. But it's just the beginning. It's just those one step. You know, some of those examples we've given you, just flipping it. It's a moment. And are you going to let that one moment ruin your whole day, your whole week, your whole life?
Have a think about that question while we play
Back Together Again.
There you go. bird of flak.
Carl
Back
was singing
together
then.
again. It's with somebody else as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Donna something. Donna? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Anyway, it's Kim and Carl as usual, 2 to 4, Dreamcatcher Radio. We're talking about predictions and predictions in the brain and mindset and
Positivity.
Happy and sadness. Are we really choosing?
You are your thoughts.
Yes, that's a classic. But you also, this is a question worth throwing out there. You are also who you surround yourself with.
Absolutely.
And they do say, look at the 5 people that you surround yourself with the most.
Mm-hmm.
Are they happy people, or are they predominantly kind of depressive, anxious people, fearful people? And then also, what kind of groups do you belong to? You know we have Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Are you in the groups that focus more on like depression because you think you might have depression, so you join these groups, and when you get your notifications and you read all these depressing, anxious, fearful thoughts, and then it reinforces that in your brain, so it becomes your prediction model.
It's so true. And do you know what? We've had this happen a few times where people will ring and want to book in to come here because they can see that other people have been and it's helped to them and it's changed their lives or whatever. And then their friends, they ring back and say, well, I was talking to my friend and they don't think it's going to work, so I don't think I'll come. And
you want friends that really think about get anything that potentially help you. They would clap.
Exactly.
Kim just opened her phone and just popped up on Instagram because
straight away
they listen to what you're talking about, don't they? But it was this great post about real friends clap you.
Yes, and cheer.
They cheer for you,
and they're happy for you. And you know what? If your friends aren't happy for you and are not cheering you on when you say you want to do something, firstly, it's their fear. And secondly, they're not your friends. Sorry to say it.
Yeah, and that's often what we say. Listen, if the people that surround you do not transform and enhance your life some way, then
are they your friends?
Are they their friends? Because they were probably doing the other way, which is, maybe you shouldn't change your job. Maybe you shouldn't change your location.
Because it will make them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're better if you don't lose weight because you seem to be a happy fat person or overweight person.
Yeah, and it's because they're worried what's the word?
Their own perception again.
They're presenting their own things. Like Carl always says, what comes out of your mouth is about you.
It has to be.
So, if that's what people are saying, then don't let their opinion of you become their reality.
Yeah, and listen to that. When you actually break that sentence down, don't allow someone's opinion of you. So, Mary John, I don't think you can do that.
Mary John.
Well, I've just come up with these names.
I know, clearly.
And if you don't go ahead and do the thing that you told them that you want to do, you just living your life by exactly their predictions.
So you're allowing their perception of you to become their reality.
And do you know what the kicker is? Who have you just given your emotional power to?
Yep.
To somebody else.
And when we say you are in control of your own mind, this is what we're talking about. You don't need other people's opinions.
Yeah, their permission.
Yeah, to do what you know in your heart is going to make you happy.
Yeah, and we see this all the time at the retreat, and even from our practitioners. We know we have a wonderful practitioner, and she played the violin as a little kid or whatever.
She was successful.
Travel the world playing the violin.
Very good, yeah.
But fear-based reality kicked in, a trauma or something happened where she believed someone else's prediction model, and it became a reality.
And she didn't play for 30 years.
And now she started playing the violin again.
Literally a couple of weeks ago. Yeah,
it's amazing, isn't it?
So good.
So it becomes down to a choice again.
Yep. So she made a choice.
People often ask, can people choose to think happy or sad? The honest answer is yes and no.
Yeah. You can't always choose the first thought that appears.
Yeah, because it's unconscious.
Yeah, because sometimes the first thought is automatic.
Yeah.
Which is what we're talking about. So it comes from those kind of habits, those stresses, tiredness, trauma. Like I was the other day, I was really tired. So of course my brain went into prediction mode and habit mode, and what would I normally do? I got to say though, I'm not someone that just stays in bed all day. It's not something I kind of have done. But it could be from grief or trauma, or just basically, like we say, the old patterns and that old conditioning. But you can often choose your second thought, because that is generally the one, if it's not the first, that says, actually, do you know what, I can do this. Wait, that's the old story.
It says I can't do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not true. It's not that first thought that says, oh, well, no one's really going to care.
Yeah, how many of you had that?
Yeah, no one's going to really care.
Nobody cares about me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the second thought can be, I'm feeling lonely right now. Okay, that's acceptance. But that does not mean nobody cares.
Exactly.
Yeah, you see where we're going with this. Just those
Yeah.
little changes of sentences. Remember that your brain is looking to the language as proof and references of how you should feel, be and do. Oh, powerful stuff. Powerful stuff.
Yeah, you might think to yourself, oh my gosh, I'm absolutely useless. And we hear this a lot. Yeah, I'm useless, I'm not very good or whatever. But then your second thought, again, could be something like, I am struggling today, but I'm far from useless.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? So, and that's where gratitude comes in. This is where journaling comes in. This is where meditation comes in.
Going for a walk, just a simple
Walk in
walk.
nature, going out into the sunlight first thing in the morning, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Getting that sunlight, getting all of that helps your melatonin, which helps with your circadian rhythm, which helps with your sleep, which in turn helps with your stress, which helps with your inflammation and disease. It's like a big circle.
And that's what we keep saying here all the time, guys. Every time you listen to us, we teach you that a thought is not always the truth.
No, your brain tries to trick you.
Yeah.
I was having tea then, and Carl stopped, so I had to carry on. He was tricking me. Right, I'm going to put this song on because I love this song. One of our guests last year requested it, and it's still on our playlist. And it's from the film Gladiators.
Oh, this would have been the guy
Derek Chapman.
Derek Chapman, the wonderful hypnotist, a friend of mine who created the Russian doll technique. And we interviewed him earlier this year.
Yeah, and he asked for this. It was last, was it?
No, this year.
Oh, it was this year.
Yeah, because we all can't believe we're already in May.
I know. How is that? And it's halfway through. It's the 15th today, and we're literally halfway through May.
So I think he chose this song, and I think it's from the film The Gladiator.
Yeah, Now We Are Free. So let's pop that on. Good.
I don't actually remember that film, but then again, I don't think I actually sat and watched the whole of the film.
I don't think I've
kind
watched it.
Watch it in little segments.
Yeah, I definitely don't think I have.
So, it's Kim and Carl here, 2 to 4, Dreamcatcher Radio. Today we're talking about predictions in the brain, making choices, and also the body follows the prediction.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to go on to the body now.
Uh-oh. Can I just talk about the fact of the research that came out?
This end of last month, so just a couple of weeks ago.
End of April. Basically discussing the body keep score.
It's a famous thing from about 15 years ago, and the world kind of just followed it because it sounded fancy.
Because it helped people to understand, and I think it made it a lot more tangible for people. However,
the wording got a bit confusing for people. I think that's what happened.
And I think so. Basically, what my understanding is, and I might be wrong, is, and again, it's perception, isn't it? Is that when everything starts in the brain, you know, it happens in the brain, and then the body follows. They're together. They're connected. So you've got your brain-body connection. So when the brain predicts something or sees something or something happens, you feel it in your body. As Carl always says, or we always say, thoughts are the feelings. Thoughts are the language of the mind. Feelings are the language of the body. So
they're not separate.
They are absolutely not separate. So when there is a negative emotion, trauma, PTSD, CPTSD, it's the pattern is stored in the brain. However, you feel it in your body. With the Manse Method, this is what we ask people how they know that it's bothering them. What's the feeling and sensation in the body? So, but what it's not is that the trauma is stored in your little toe, or in your little finger,
or in the fascias, or in the muscles, or whatever. No, or the car crash is stuck in my knee. No, it's not.
Right. Well, so if you cut your knee off, is that going to make the trauma go away? No.
And a good example of that, when we done hypnosis training many years ago, we would work with people who've had their limbs cut off. And this is where you get phantom pain, because to the brain it's still predicting that the leg's there. Mm-hmm. Huh. Okay. Well then, Where is the leg?
So that what I just said, the trauma being stuck in the leg is not, because how could that be?
And the flip side of that, you can actually hypnotise someone to create what we call a negative illusion, where you can actually get the person to imagine that their hand's not there.
Yeah, and also that they, in surgery, people often have been hypnotised and had surgery.
Yeah.
So it just shows you.
So what we're saying, guys, is your brain predicts the danger, your body prepares for it, and that's why your heart rate changes, your breathing changes, your muscles get tense. You know, that butterfly feeling in your stomach, the shaking, the kind of tearfulness, okay? Then the brain notices those body sensations and says, see, I told you something was wrong.
Yeah.
So you get what we call a pattern loop. Mm. A thought creates a feeling confirms the thought gets stronger, the feeling gets stronger.
Mm.
Huh, there you go.
It does. Look at you.
So round and round it goes.
Yeah.
And this is why it can feel so real. And this is what we do in the Manse Method. We actually get you to create and think about the unpleasant memory experience. That, guess what it does? It fires off the body sensations.
And then by the time it does get to the body, it absolutely feels real. The brain thinks it's happening now. That's why often people say, you know, they resort to going back to a child when they think about something or something reminds them, and then the brain clicks in because it's a prediction model. So it remembers that pattern and says, oh my goodness, this is danger. I need to get you ready. So your body tightens, all your muscles tighten, you clench your fists, you tighten your jaw.
That's exactly that. So your body is responding to the prediction.
Absolutely.
So if you want to change how you feel, you have to work with the prediction. The prediction is whatever the thoughts, feelings and emotions are. This is where changing thoughts matter. People often always say to us, why do we need to go back to the past? It's done with. Yeah, but when you think of an unpleasant memory experience, can you make it bother you?
Because it's affecting your future.
Memories buried alive never die. They just show up in a bigger, badder way in your future. Mm. And that's why we can have people with 40, 50-year trauma memories, and they still think that they're being 5 years of age again.
Can I just say that there are some people who I have spoken to, and or you've spoken to, or that we encounter, that say, I actually am all right with life, you know, things that have happened to me. When I think about them, they genuinely don't bother me because they've worked through them. There are people that can do that, and that does happen. But it's also to do with the landscape of the brain at the time when that happens, when something happens it's that glass fill thing. So, you know, if you've got each time something happens, it starts filling up your glass until the point where it's overflowing. If something happens at that point, it's more likely to hold in the brain. There's other elements to it as well, but that's where we're coming from. So the body does know because the brain is telling it. Has told it, so it knows, and it keeps score in the way that it says, I need to know this, and it's the score as in like a music score, not I'm keeping a score and I'm going to make sure I know this happens. Yeah,
and the brain is always updating. That's what it does, okay?
Constantly.
It learns from experience. If you have a relationship breakdown, you say to yourself, I'm not getting with someone like that anymore because it made me feel a certain way. So it updated it. You go and find someone different to the past relationship you had, or a different job. So we can help it by giving it new evidence. And then you keep practicing that new evidence till you become really good at it. Mm. Because let's face it, you don't wake up and become a Ronaldo, or you don't wake up and become John McEnroe. Okay? It takes practice and skill set to get that good, where this hitting a tennis ball or kicking a football becomes an unconscious pattern. So this is what we keep saying to you guys is, your life is not going to change overnight. But what you can do is that one step that begins to practice the brain working and doing something different, guess where your life can start to go. So when the people say, my brain's different, no, I'm sorry, it's not. Okay, because I've worked with plenty of people over 30 years. Some people have had surgery and had certain parts of their brain removed. Through neuroplasticity and reconsolidation, actually the brain is so sneaky and clever, it will find another route. So I've worked with people who have sections of their brain removed where they shouldn't have moved their left arm, for example, because the right structure of their brain has been removed.
The body always has a way of finding, it might not be as efficient, but it finds another way around
through will, thought, feelings and emotions.
Absolutely. And that works with everything. You know, that's the same with nutrition. If you've got what we call a SNP, and that stops, like a defect on one of your genes that stops you, say, absorbing vitamin D. Your body will find another way around it. Okay, so, and it's the same as what Carl's saying about with the trauma in the brain and everything. So
we are a walking miracle. The only thing is people don't believe it.
The body just heals itself. It's amazing. Yeah, it really is amazing. Yeah, sorry, I was getting right into that conversation then. I think we should play a song.
Something a bit uplifting, I think.
Right, well, Carl had another one.
The last one was a bit kind of...
Oh, no, it's lovely, that was. Right, we're going to play... Carl added another one, so I'm going to add this because I got...
You're the only one.
Yeah, it's another funky one. Let's put it on.
Don't you know when it's ending, huh? Baby, you're the only one.
Why can't you accept that you're the only one? Since the day that we met, you've been next to none.
I feel it much too many times. All overdone. Baby, why don't you trust me sometimes?
You're the only one. No hidden secrets in my hands. It's all just me and my love. You're totally what I need,
and nobody else can satisfy me. Don't you know when it's ending, huh? Baby, you're the only one.
only one.
Only one.
Baby, why can't you see it? Yeah.
Only one. Hey, hey, hey.
Baby, why can't you see it? Yeah.
Only one. Don't you know when it's ending, huh? Baby, you're the only one. Don't you know when it's ending, huh? Baby, you're the only one. Baby, you're the only one.
So that's when Carl's supposed to be going to sleep. He's adding these funky songs to
Funky
the
Fever.
Dreamcatcher radio list for us to play on a Friday.
Good songs, aren't they?
Yeah, they are good. Yeah, really good.
It's all about lifting your spirit. That's what music can do. It can either... You listen to kind of sad songs through grief and upbeat songs.
Well,
when
that's
you wanna,
what I
when
always
you wanna
say, isn't
cut
it?
the grass.
If you listen when you're happy, you listen to the music and the beat, but when you're sad, you listen to the words.
Again.
That's what I think, anyway.
Yeah. So let's talk about stories,
Yep.
because we all live inside one.
And some of them are lovely. Some of them are old. Some of them are inherited.
Some are useful.
Yep.
But most of the time, they're absolutely bloody rubbish because we've repeated them for so long, it's almost like they've become part of the family.
You do. Things like, I'm not good with people, I'm unlucky. This is what we've been talking about all day on our show today. I'm always the one that gets hurt. I can never do that. I mean, this is generalising.
But this is what people say to themselves all the time.
We hear this at the retreat.
I'm too old.
I've had this all my life. I've always been like this. I'm not clever enough. I'm forgetful.
Even I'm too young. That's a classic. I'm too young.
I'm too young. I'm too old. I'm an anxious person. No, you're not. I have addictive behaviour. I have an addictive personality.
Yeah, but you can see where we're going now. You see, because your brain uses these stories as your prediction templates. Imagine like a template. So if your story is, I always get rejected, your brain, remember guys, will scan for rejection.
Yeah.
If your story is people can't be trusted, your brain is going to find all the proofs and references from its database, in other words, its hippocampus, for a threat.
Yep, same with if you're not good enough.
It goes
all you'll
on
find is that.
and on
Yep.
and on. And this is why two people can live through a similar situation and come away with a completely different experience.
Yep, one can say, well, that proves that I'm hopeless. And the other one can say, well, that was hard, but I've learned something from it and I'm going to move on.
You can see where we're going, guys, can't you?
Yeah.
It's just the brain's prediction model. So which one are you going to choose? It's the weekend coming up. Or are you going to do the same that you did last weekend?
Ask yourself that. What are you going to do differently today?
Is your Saturday thinking, I'm going to lay in bed till 10 o'clock?
I love Saturday. I actually love my life.
I love every day.
Yeah, I was going to say every day.
So every day above ground's a good day.
I don't even know what day it is. It's always a good day. Every day is the same but different.
It's weird because Kim and I work for ourselves, don't we? We run the retreat and the Manse Method training and other bits and pieces, nutrition and God knows what else that we do, keep them busy. So we actually don't have a job.
Well, no, our life is our job, and
it's what we're passionate about. So
because
we're answering emails sometimes at 1 o'clock in the morning, up at 8 to exercise,
or, flyers or finishing books or
exhibiting somewhere or training something.
So doing something.
And that's it. When you work for yourself, it's not this lovely, I start at 10 and finish at 4. Actually, we're probably more 60 hours a week rather than someone having a job working 37. But it doesn't
feel like work.
No.
It doesn't feel like work because we're doing what we want to do.
We create a transformation of a ripple transformation around the world.
That's our mission, isn't it? Let's put a song on. Kelly Rowland. I'm just going to make sure that the sound's in the right place because I've got a feeling this one starts off loud. Right, here we go. Kelly Rowland, When Love Takes Over.
Complicated, it always is. That's just the way it goes. Feels like I waited so long for this. I wonder if it shows. Head underwater, now I can't breathe. It never felt so good.
That's a good old song.
Go. Were you dancing? Hope so. That's what we want to be doing
Kenny
on a
Rowlands.
Friday.
What's she in? Destiny's Child, wasn't it?
She was.
One of the...
Yes.
So it's Kim and Cole, 2 to 4. I can't believe how quick this has
We've
gone
nearly
already.
finished. We've not got much time, so we are kind of wrapping up soon.
So it's that thing again, isn't it? Well, I said a bit earlier before the song. What are you going to do this weekend?
Yeah.
What are you going to do
different?
that's not part of the prediction?
So you're going to change the way you think, even if it's one thing. One thing. I'm behind in life. Change it to my timeline is my own. Or I'm too damaged to I've been through a lot, but I'm still here. Okay? Start changing it. Start one thing at a time. So.
It's often people kind of postpone happiness, don't they, or joy? They put it off.
Yeah.
And that is really sad, because I think everybody deserves to have happiness, joy, peace, and fulfillment and gratitude. But people postpone it just by the way they think, the way they're predicting.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be happy when I lose weight.
Yep. Or when I earn more money, or
I'm happy when I've got a bigger house. Well, you're lucky you got a house.
Yeah.
If you, it's the,
or when the children are settled, or when I retire. I mean, a lot of people don't make it to retirement. Live today. Enjoy today.
Yeah, sometimes you have to find peace while the washing is kind of still in the basket in the garden.
Yeah. Sometimes we just go out and we leave it, and we don't.
We're
do
rebels, aren't we? We're the washing machine rebels.
Full on.
We don't care, you see. You're not in my underpants, are you? You're not living my life, you see.
Sometimes we do the washing like late at night and go, oh yeah, we'll just stick it on now. It doesn't matter. Or we put it in tomorrow. I mean, look at us living on the edge. How's that?
Approaching 60.
Shh.
Feeling 40. Well, I don't actually feel 40. I think I feel 30.
Age is a number. I still feel the same as when I did when I was like in my 20s. I just look in the mirror and go, oh, who's that?
I just got wisdom lines in my hair called grey. That's about it.
Right, we're running out of time, so let's put
a bit of Michael Jackson.
A bit of Michael Jackson. Uplifting songs.
You know, I was wondering, you know, if you could keep on, because the force, it's got a lot of power, and it makes me feel like it makes me feel like
Just right.
Good old Michael.
With his little white socks and his loafers.
And his little one glove. What he used to do with that glove was amazing, wasn't it?
I know. What?
Might have been Gordon the Gopher then. Remember that other one that just come into my head?
Who?
Gordon the Gopher. Wasn't it Philip Schofield had a glove on his hand? That Muppet, puppet, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, my brain's gone off. My brain's gone off on some prediction there.
Let's leave Carl where he is.
Yeah,
in
we
that
all know about
space.
Philip. Philip and his puppet, his hand puppet.
I'd stop if I were you. Just stop right now.
My brain is predicting all kinds of things.
I might have to turn Carl's mic off in a sec. I have that power.
No, I still need 2 buttons I push.
Well, I can do it on here.
You can.
I leave those ones for Carl. He feels special.
I am always special.
Anyway, we are Kim and Cool. Kim and Cool.
Oh, yeah, there you go. You're not special, are you?
You're
Go
cool.
That's only one sentence I say. Kim and Cole Dreamcatcher Radio 2 to 4, and you go Kim and Cole. This is my life, people. Anyway, you're not broken. Okay, you are not finished. You're not. You're not your worst fault, even on your baddest day.
You're a human being with a brain that has learned in certain predictions and patterns. And do you know what the best thing about the pattern is? You can change it. So just choose a better one, a better thought today. Like we said, we've given you lots of different options today, little things you can pick up. Because I know it's hard. Sometimes it's when you're in that, you've got those patterns going round and round. It's really difficult to go, well, what do I say? What do I say? That's why we wanted to share that today. We've shared so many different little snippets. And if you are struggling and you think, I really want to stop these patterns, just reach out. Just reach out to us.
Yeah, you can find us on all the social media things or our website, www.themansegroup, MANSE group, obviously GROUP, and .com.
Yeah, or you can email us on here, Kim and Carl at dreamcatcherradio.co.uk, KIMANDCARL. There's
so many ways to work with us and contact
ways.
us. We do the retreats, we do one-day retreats, we do online sessions. We work with people from all over the world.
We do. People come from everywhere to be here.
The beauty of Zoom or Google Meet, we always find a way to work with people.
We do, and we're very much about.
We're passionate to create
working
a
with people rather than going, this is our one model and you have to fit into that. Very, very flexible. So we always end our show with the same song. So we are going to bid you all an amazing weekend. Remember, change at least one pattern. What are you going to change?
Yeah. So and that's quite important. What would be kinder? A stronger thought you could practice instead. These are all kind of little good things you can ask yourself. Where in life are you predicting failure before you even begun? That's a classic.
Yeah.
I'm not going to write a book because I'm not a good speller, or I'm not going to do other bits and pieces. It's a crazy world we live in. So we're going to leave you with our classic song because things can only get better.
Yep. You've literally got a couple of minutes of this, but we have a lovely, lovely weekend. Thank you so much for listening in.
And we'll see you next week.
Next week. We might even have an interview next week if you're lucky.
See you later. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
You can walk my path. You can wear my shoes. Learn to talk like me. And be an angel too. But maybe you ain't never gonna feel this way. You ain't never gonna know me. But I know you. Singing in our things can only get better. Can only get better. If we see it through, that means me and I mean you too. So teach me not to think. Can only get better. Can only get. Take it on from me, I know that things can only get better. I sometimes lose trust you.